around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped to the 17.
Hello.
Bro, I'll carry on and I'm like, bro, I swear to God, I haven't did shit. Like, I literally been sitting with the no kids crib. With the kids with no crib. Like,
who called? Mirage? Oh. I think you just need to call Fred and tell Fred that, you know.
Ready up. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. This defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Tua now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop any like that one. Second down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
In motion, Hill. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offense.
Mostert quick, and he drops the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Tua sets up to pass it. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Tua. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Terrell Bernard brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help. The board when this drive is over.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. On 2nd and 9, Allen.
So impressive he throws it. He throw this Stephon Diggs.
They'll be taken down, but that's before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, this is a really tough one to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the run and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time.
Oh, wow.
Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Phins touchdown.
He can't throw to nobody else. He can only throw to Diggs. Come on, fellas. He can only throw to Diggs. He can't throw to nobody else. I was sitting there on him, though.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blow. It's the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Tua. He'll hit Mostert again here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ready.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Come on, fellas, you niggas.
Matt Milano able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
To try again after the sack. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Anderson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to move back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll find Diggs once more.
He can't
on the
do
completion.
nobody else, man.
And he
Come
gets
on,
this
man.
one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. And it's a first down. Allen's going to keep it on the option.
Come on, fellas. That's unacceptable right
And they do finally get him at the 12. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, an 11-yard touchdown. As his guys have now moved out in front. Bass on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 2nd and inches, Tua. It's Hill, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, set. On the ball.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And
Come on, Tariq.
Complete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Back to the running game with Mostert. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
Ramsey, man.
He is out of bounds inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Bass is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
I had to ask Mommy. I'm not going to the pool.
So a tie ball game.
I don't feel like going to the pool, Aubrey. Mommy, she'll be back in a little bit.
This one is the fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore. Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
Not blocked, bro.
Down he goes. They sack him back.
Oh.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack.
A horrible throw. Good catch.
He's got the catch on the out route. And
Dang.
they're going to move it down inside
That was
the 25.
a horrible throw.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
In motion, Hill. Here's Mostert. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast.
Good pitch.
There's one that's intercepted. Picked
Oh,
up
me
by
that.
Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
How did he? Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Man, he just ran through him.
Like a hide.
He just ran through him, bro.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seen the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
What up?
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now it's Hines. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's Tua's running back, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? But I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and end up giving away the football. This team has stayed aggressive, and it's working out for them.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain.
Oh, fuck.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to it quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football and not gaining yards.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. There's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen now on 1st down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 tonight.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And again, it's Allen.
Good kick, boy.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Here we go. Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From midfield, here's Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Tua sets up to pass it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high.